Yeah. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, OFO here. So, for today I have one more replay for you. It's with a Chiri tier 7 Japanese medium tank that actually, when I saw his statistics in a garage for the first time, I thought this tank is literally garbage. But after I played a couple of games with it and get in some really funny situations, this autoloader that Chiri has, it's really annoying. It's a bursty with 390 potential damage of the clip. It has 3 shells of 130 damage, and the reload between the shells is 1 second, so you actually need 2 seconds to unload fully these 3 shells. So as you can see on what happened on this map, there is a lot of TDs. I thought that the enemy team at the beginning will push the middle and secure the hill, so I wanted to use my bursty gun to catch somebody off guard here, but I realized, because IS-3 just went on the hill without anyone shooting at him, that I will take the hill. Because of course on mines, as you all know already, the hill is one most important place of the freaking game. And one more thing I want to say about this tank is freaking big tank. It's enormous for the medium tank. KV4 looks like a baby next to me. But we are on the hill and there is 3 piggies in the game. Because of them I'm really worried, but look at this. We just did almost 400 damage to this 50 TP. He's 1 tier higher and he didn't even have the chance to react, but we are fucking 3 tanks down already. But as you can see, I'm really worried because of these 3 artilleries, and this tank is really not taking the AG shells really well, and believe me, they cannot misuse. In these high tier games, enemies are literally... I whiffed this one, but yeah, 155 high roll. It was really nice. You will see now that I literally received 3 hits, 4 hits actually, and I gave them 3. It wasn't a really good trade for the freaking tank on the hill, but yeah, it was one of the mistakes. I realized the E25 was shooting at me, but anyway, I went there. Those sneaky buggers, they're freakishly, I think, one of the best tier 7 tanks in the game. And here I thought the Panther spotted me, and luckily Arty misses, but yeah. This is just 101 how you should play the freaking mines map if you have the hill. Luckily the TD missed me there. Yeah, I'm a big target, but even we were 3 tanks behind, we are now even. And as you can see, our light was flaming almost the whole game, and he's literally sniping, as you can see there, with our TDs, which is not really good in the game like this. I don't know why he was flaming, because if he was spotting at the time, maybe the TDs could do something. But cannot do nothing wrong. But that's the artillery in freaking 2.5 seconds, let's say, died. and most of the tier 7 mediums doesn't have the alpha damage to kill the artillery. Frick my pronunciation. But yeah, I thought this freaking IS-6 will stay and proxy spot us, but he didn't. And then you just wreck the SU. It's a freaking tier 8 paper tank, and then couple of blind shots, and now we are ahead. 2 tanks, which is really nice. I made a huge misplay at the end of the game, but should I that's the worst thing about this tank. It doesn't have the freaking camo at all, because look at this, it almost looks like a freaking heavy tank. And the IS made a mistake here. That's what you need to do with the Cherry if you want to make it work. And I was too slow here, but yeah, I'm hiding here because of these 2 freaking artilleries. And yeah, I think we almost secured the game because they don't have any spotters, only these E25s. But what I was thinking, that I will probably just give the vision to my artilleries and just spot from the middle of the map, which is always nice, and the IS-3 would push here, which is freaking amazing. But as you will see now, I realized the IS-3 was getting shot from the back, and we freakishly never secured this E25. I thought that the guy literally fall back, and he didn't. It was a really IS-3 is in a really bad situation because he's in a crossfire and the E25s are wrecking him. And I thought, okay, you know what, this E25 will probably wait for the IS-3 to get some more shots. But then I thought, okay, then I will freakishly flank this E25, and this was my mistake. Should never come into the freaking open field with the E20 with 2 E25s next to you, because you will not have the freaking chance to bounce any shots. But luckily IS-3 shuts down the E25 here, and that was it. That was only the cleanup, because the 2 TDs here will probably wreck the Chinese tier 8 destroyer, and we have a light, they don't literally have it. So I thought maybe we actually lost this one because I died, and I died really bad. But actually we secured this game, and it was really easy game. But that last misplay, I could have done at least maybe 400, maybe even 600 damage more, maybe 1-2 clips, which would be amazing. Maybe get a Top Gun. But you know, sometimes you are allowed to make a misplace, which is okay in this game. So what I wanted to show you next, when I was when I was checking about the Cheery, who I would compare it to, because I played this thing long time ago when the STB came out, so it was really long time ago. And At the time, I think on my main account that I played before, I almost used my whole free research to just go past this tank, because when you look at it, it's really garbage, but as you can see, you can make it work. As a comet, on the paper, that tank is freaking amazing, but not amazing, but in reality, it's really good. That's one of my favorite tanks, one of the first tanks that I get 3 marks on before. And yeah, you maybe don't have with the Cheery, you don't have the DPM advantage as a Comet. Compared to Comet, you have a slight penetration advantage, and the damage is almost the same. And I wanted to compare it to T20, the American one, which has the worst DPM into this comparison, and it has the biggest alpha, 240. But as you will see, this tank has 390 in 2 freaking seconds, so that's even a higher alpha than the T20. Compared to that, look at this aim time, is 1.6. Dispersion is not as good as Comets, but you know the shell velocity of the Comet is even worse than the Cheeries. So it's like you are throwing the freaking potatoes at a over 300 meters. You're shooting like potatoes on the enemies, and the gun handling of the Cheery is freaking amazing. So you will be freakishly constant of hitting those 3 shots. You really don't need to wait and aim in between the shots. So elevation, yeah, we know why the Comet is so special, because of those 12 degrees, but Cheery is not falling that far behind because it has 10. And this is the thing, what holds back the Cheery the most, it's the speed. It's, you doesn't feel like you're the medium tank. Even the ground resistances are not the best. Reverse speed, everything is really bad compared to their other tier 7 medium tanks. And the armor, yeah, is 75 on the front of the tank, it's a 35 on the hull, so you cannot really side scrape in the higher tiers, and the side of the turret is 50. So that's why I was telling you about these AG shots from the artillery. It's really you just died. You have the most hit points, of course, because you are a freaking heavy tank, like tank, freaking tall, and camo is the worst one. So yeah, but this gun actually works. This gun actually works. I couldn't believe it myself, but yeah. The problem with, and I've almost forgot something. Do you see something? For this autoloader here on the Cheery, you can actually use the freaking rammer. You can actually use the gun rammer, and it gives you the better reload. Look at this. Your DPM just jumps, which is really amazing. This is the setup that I'm using because I don't have really a good crew at the moment for the Cheery, but your reload for the three shots drops to 8.4 seconds, which is really nice, really nice. And with the binoculars or the binocs, you get a decent view range, of course. But if you have the amazing crew already prepared from your, I don't know, some premium tanks of the Japanese medium line, you can actually drop down the binocs and you use the coated optics, which for me it's not really, because he has 370. You will not get the maximum view range, but staying stationary with such a big target as the Cheery is, it's not really good, because sometimes you're so big you cannot even hide behind the freaking rocks or bushes, but yeah. So that's it. Okay, it's not it, that's it. Freak, I almost forgot something. I just wanted to show you guys the post-game results. We did 3,147 damage, and we received the Ace Tanker medal, Fighter, Duelist, and Fire for Effect. This is because of the artilleries. We received the Bascucci medal for killing the 2 artilleries, less something for killing 2 enemy tanks or tank destroyers with a medium tank that are higher tier than us, I think. Yep. And we received high caliber for this amazing 3,147 damage. Okay, for this we were top by the damage, we were top by the experience. I thought this was the worst tank, really. We fired some of the gold, but we were in the profit for 139. Yeah, you will need to fire sometimes a lot of gold ammo, which is not an amazing. Check this out, it's 186. It's really bad compared to the 208 APCR that Comet gets. That's why I love the Comet. When you press tab that or press the 2 key, or let's say gold ammo, your shell velocity jumps and your penetration is okay. For the tier 7 you actually can pen some tier 9 heavies, but with the freaking Chiri, just imagine, there is no other way. You are only seeing, let's say, type 4 tier 9 Japanese heavy tank frontally. You actually have no freaking chance of penning this guy. Even with the gold you will not be able to pen highly armored vehicles from the front. Some Chinese TDs, Russian TDs that are focused on armor, really from the long range you will not have any ability to pen them. So that's it, boys and girls. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. But there is some special small fancy button below that you can subscribe for this channel, or you can check out down in description my social media accounts and like the pages if you like this channel. So see you, bye.